Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Quick and breezy here, and as I've gotten back into the swing of things, I have gotten some more masteries, and I have 3 to show off today. 2 actual masteries, and then one that's just kind of a meme game. I just decided I would mess around and just play one game in a tank that I have never really played before, maybe 5 times if I had to guess. I have no idea. It's been forever. It's been forever. But first up, we do have a game in the Object 704. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, and so to kick things off, we are in the Object 704 on New Bay, and I've said it before. I'm not too sure if I ever mentioned it in a video, but always go bridge side on this map. Always go bridge side. If you go over towards where we're pushing now, the middle, and then on the left side there, like the park, I guess you could call it, it's not good. Try to go towards the bridge side as much as possible. It will increase your win percentage on this map massively. Trust me. So as you can see, we're pushing over here, and their WZ-120 and 60 TP do go the correct way, and so I'm kind of banking on the rest of their team going that way. So I'm pushing up here, kind of risky, definitely very risky to push onto their half of the map now, and all of a sudden, boom, they're in. 2/3 of their team are actually behind me. However, the BK shoots, and the 183 did not get a shot off onto me. Their Minotaur is just pushing forward. Their E100 is looking next to me, but not at me, so I do slap them for a nice 663. Their standard B does, however, poke around that corner, and he gets a shell into me and a couple more into the others by me. But so now I'm just kind of sitting here. I'm expecting him to peek. I'm just waiting. I've loaded up HE to get the side if he did. And now I kind of just, I hold my gun right there, and I'm looking around, I see the standard B. I thought he poked, so I shot. Obviously he did not. But the T-30 called for help, and I was about to go there anyway, so I push up with them here. I got the HE ready, and boom. 1000 off the standard B, and then the T-30 finishes him off. So now we're at 1600 damage dealt, and it's 5v5. Our T-22 pushed up very aggressive, and I'm actually surprised he didn't, well, I guess he almost did die, but he didn't for a second there. However, the VK is close to being dead. He's a nice one-shot for me. The 183 looks at me, and I have a small heart attack, so I back up. And the 183 is now on a one-shot, or rather 1 HP. It is 4v3 at this point. The 60 TP and WZ we just left alone. I expected the 60 TP to shoot me there. I'm guessing he had just shot prior, but now I'm just kind of ready for a nice shell onto the Minotaur, but the VK 90.01 does actually finish him off. And so now we're at 2300 damage, and you might be wondering, how in the world does this turn into a mastery? And honestly, I'm not even too sure. But the WZ-120 does push down, and I'm expecting the 60 TP. Did not, but he did. So I push back over here, and the WZ-120 is at about half health, and now he's a little bit less. I am able to get the last shell right onto him. Obviously, we're going to win this game now. I'm only at 2700 damage. The 60 TP does, right there, get a 750 into me, but I do slap him in the lower plate, and he's only got 77 health left. So we're just loading. This T-22 gets taken out, but I have the HE ready and primed, finishing him off, bringing us up to 3500 damage. And honestly, it's kind of a weird mastery. It really is. 3500 damage, I destroyed 3, damage 5, assisted 1400, so it's like, it's decent, it's okay, but there you have it. So kind of odd. The VK90 did end up doing 4100 damage and got himself a first class, so that's not too bad at all. Um, pretty weird game though. I didn't think I did as much as I had until the end, and I saw the mastery, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take it. But anyways, let's get right into the second game. And for the second game, we are on Alpenstadt in the Kampfpanzer 70 Cavalry, a tank that has been featured multiple times now. I just can't get enough of this tank. Honestly, I just love it. I'm not too sure how other people perform in it, how well the tank averages. I haven't looked into it, but personally, it's one of my favorite tanks in the game. I just absolutely love it. So we are actually top tier this game, and I will say there is a bit of luck involved in this game here. There are a couple shots towards the end that I could have missed, and honestly I should have missed. But hey, you know what? Sometimes luck goes your way, and it's fate that brought us to this day. So I just push over here. I like pushing mid and heavy tanks on this map, and I do get a nice kind of a half snap shell right through his track wheel for 600, and then I bounce the Skoda T56 return fire. And he's got the Emil 2 with him. I'm looking at the map. I see I'm the only one, but I know that I'm not spotted now, so I push up a little bit. And he does spot me there, and I spot him. I'm not too sure how, but I do pop premium, and then I get 500 damage dealt to him. But he does, however, hit me back. Looks like he got me right on the cusp of the lower plate. However, the mill premium is very, very strong. And so now I pull back a little bit. I'm looking to see where people are. I know the Emil's still over there, and I see the T-28 is over there as well now to combat him. So I decide I will go over there and help him. We're already down 2 tanks. It's a 5v7, so this is where I make a mistake. I decide, you know what, I'm just going to push back, and I do get a shot to the lower plate. However, I do take a pretty massive shell back. But that does leave the Skoda on a one-shot, and I decide to use the T-28 Prot as a bit of bait. He does tank 2 of the Emil shots, meaning I have to take 1, but I do slap a nice shell into him, and the Centurion is behind me now. As you can tell, he did get a nice 300 into me. However, the WZ does push in and bring him down to 1 shot, so I just load HE. And it's still not looking too good. I'm relatively low on hit points. The AMX there is pretty low, and the E75 really is going to have to be used for bait here. And so that's exactly what I do. I push forward, and that T30 is looking right at me, and he hits the barrel, I think, of the T28 Prot. So that's where I could have easily died right there had he hit me due to my hit points. The WZ does finish off I believe that was the T-34-3, yes. And so now we're actually winning. It is 4v3, and there is the SMB, full health. He does bounce off, and the AMX gets another shell, or gets a shell into him along with mine, bringing him down to almost a 1-shot. And so now I'm using the E75 once again as a bit of bait. And so I peek around the corner, and I snag a shell right into the side of the T-30. However, the SMB does finish off our AMX, and then there it goes, our E-75. So now it is a 2v3. I do take a shell from the Centurion. Great shot, just a very nicely well-placed shot. The WZ does finish off our SMB. I load premium and just snap it right into the turret of the T-30. And so now it's a 2v1, we're at 4,300 damage. I'm a 1-shot for the Centurion. I know he's got quite a bit of health. I snap a shell right into the turret roof. 663 damage dealt. Do my salute at the end, as I tend to do. And we take a look here at the after action report. We get about 5,000 damage dealt, so pretty good. Destroyed 3. Damage 5, blocked, I think it was 2 shells, ended up being about 900 damage blocked. So of course we pull out the mastery, and then we get ourselves a high caliber as well. And here's the teams, pretty good. The WZ11G did work as well. He got himself a 2nd class there, so without him getting those tanks down to the 1-shot, specifically that Emil, I'm not too sure that would have been winnable, but overall pretty strong game. And now I have one more for you guys. It's a bit of a meme, but here you go. Okay, this is not a joke, but last but certainly least in terms of damage dealt, yes, you are seeing this proper. It is a tier 4 game. I decided that since I was playing during the day, I decided, you know what, I can actually play one game in a lower tier since there's more than 4 people queued up for it. So why not give it a shot? So here we are in the Lux, and honestly, I don't even know what to say. Like, there's not really too much to say. It's a tier 4 game, and this tank already was pretty strong back in the day if I recall properly. I haven't played it in so long. I just have it as a collector in my garage now, just kind of collecting dust rather. So, I have no idea how the tank plays really outside of it is a machine gun, kind of like the Leopard. And so I just kind of go based off that, and I spray and pray. I have no idea what this tank's armor profile is. All I know is it has decent depression. So yeah, we're at 400 damage dealt already. Amazing, honestly. So, yeah, I don't even know what to say, honestly. Like, this, I felt so, like, I felt like a fish out of water, honestly. As you can tell, I'm kind of just not even sure what to even say. I just kind of played the game and shot when I had the chance, did whatever damage I could. My god, this gun is inaccurate. And so at this point, honestly, I thought we were just going to win off base capture. However, just as I was thinking that, it was neutralized and then completely removed. So now it is a 5v5. I'm kind of looking around. I didn't want to play with the AMX-40 anymore there because just the amount of armor it has. So I push across to help the M5 Stewart, and like I get sloppy here. Like I should have just fired right there, and then he broke my turret, and I took a big shell from him. And then I get like sloppy here again. Like I don't shoot again, I get tracked, and it's just honestly, it's a very poorly played game. Outside of like that where he actually missed, but I didn't even play it that well. We're at 770 damage, just kind of getting whatever damage we can. I do get some pretty good shells in there though, 141 taken off the M7. And so we keep pushing here. It is a 4 versus 3, and I snap another shell right into his turret right there before he was able to get over the cliff, or over the hill rather. I snap a few more shells into the back of the AMX-40. They're super distracted right now by that Stewart, and so now I just keep unloading really. I'm not even getting challenged. I just snipe another couple shells into them, and 1,180 damage. And yeah, like that's it. That's the game. 1,318 damage. Woo! It was honestly like I just played it for fun, didn't expect anything, haven't played the tank in forever, and yeah, pull out the mastery badge in it. Honestly, I think it's the fact that this tank is a collector's and not too many people probably play it, but destroyed 3, damage 4. I ended up blocking 1 shell towards the beginning of the game, and yeah, I mean, what can I really even say about the team? Like, there's not much to even point out. Like, it's a tier 4 game. It was fun to play, and by no means did I actually expect to get a mastery. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace.